professional who has demonstrated communications excellence and community service over a career. We also refer to this award as the Smitty, as an homage to the late Rex Smith, a highly regarded public relations practitioner in the Dayton area for more than 40 years and a former chapter member. We do have a video tonight from Clem Boyd to tell us a little bit more about our Communicator of the Year.
Check 1, 2, 3. Good evening. My name is Clem Boyd, and I am the Director of Public Relations for Infinity Concepts, a brand communications agency in Pittsburgh. Don't hold that against me, Browns and Bengals fans. I have the privilege of working remotely from Beaver Creek, Ohio, in my own home office. Right now, I'm in the newsroom at Cedarville University. My former boss, Mark Weinstein, Executive Director of Public Relations at Cedarville, had a vision for a TV studio at Cedarville, a place where the outstanding faculty, administrators, and staff could be interviewed by media locally, regionally, and across the nation. This facility has raised the profile of Cedarville all over the country. This is an example of Mark's desire to tell Cedarville's story for God's glory. And while Mark is a consummate professional and tenaciously pursues every opportunity to get the good news out about Cedarville, he does this with a servant's heart. Mark views his role as helping the media do their jobs well by helping them tell great stories. It just turns out that Cedarville has a lot of great stories. Beyond his professional life, Mark is a dedicated husband to his lovely bride, Lisa, a caring son to his folks who live in that state up north, it pains me to say, Michigan, and a loving and faithful brother and brother-in-law. He is a ready friend, a caring neighbor, and a committed member of Patterson Park Church in Beaver Creek, where he also serves faithfully. For my part, I had the pleasure of working with Mark for 5 years as a part of the Cedarville PR team, along with social media coordinator and marketing communications strategist Sarah Gump, and copy editor extraordinaire Michelle Solomon, under the outstanding leadership of Janice Lee, Vice President for Marketing Communications at Cedarville. Mark and I and the team had a lot of fun getting stories out about the university that occasionally made us want to shout. I could barely hold that one in. Sorry, inside joke. And even though Mark's ringtone left much to be desired and his color wheel tended toward maize and blue, I count it a blessing to work with him and everyone else on our team every day. They are my family in the Lord. I learned a lot from Mark about due diligence, about going the extra mile to track down a source for a reporter, and about getting out of your office and hunting down unsuspecting faculty until they relented to share a couple of sound bites. Mark always does his job with a smile on his face, good humor, and every faculty member at Cedarville loves this crazy media man, even though they may try to hide from him on occasion. Without further ado, it is my great honor to introduce this year's Communications Professional of the Year Award winner, the recipient of this year's PRSA Dayton's Smitty Award, Mark Weinstein.
This may be the hardest thing I get to do. But let me open by congratulating each award winner. Whether you received a Gem City Award, an Award of Merit, or an individual honor, I applaud your commitment to the public relations profession. Congratulations. There are several people who I want to thank tonight, beginning with Clem Boyd, who you just saw in the video, who nominated me for this honor. As he mentioned in his video, in the years that we worked together, I did challenge Clem, but he also pushed me in ways that I'm very much appreciative of. And because of his comments in the video, I need to say this to Clem Boyd, I'll say it to you as well. Go blue. I'll growl Wolverine. To my wife, Lisa, Thank you for your encouragement and support throughout our 32 years as we move from Pittsburgh to St. Louis and a few places in between for PR opportunities in higher education, including the past 13 years at Cedarville University, which I love. I am blessed to share life with you. We make a great team. I also want to express my appreciation to the PRSA board for selecting me for this award. I'm so incredibly honored, especially when I look at the list of former recipients, all of whom are great PR leaders in Dayton. Thank you. When I was notified by Hannah, I was actually surprised. No, I was shocked. I truly thought she was asking me to nominate someone for this award. I realized when I read the email twice, she was informing me that I was the recipient and that I should speak about my PR successes. So I'll begin by asking, what is success? By definition, it's the satisfactory completion of something or the gaining of wealth and fame. Let me break down those two elements by addressing the source of my success, followed by the wealth that I have received because of my career in public relations. First, the source of my success does not come from the accomplishments that I may achieve. Who can remember who won last year's World Series? Or which motion picture was voted best in 2022? The same could be asked in a week, a month, or a year from now, who was the recipient of this award? With the exception of my mom. I point to a verse in the book of Ephesians that addresses the source of my successes. It reads, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine, according to the power that is at work within us, to him be the glory throughout all generations." God has done immeasurably more than I could ever dream. You see, I was not a model student in college. Oh, I earned a bachelor's degree in communication and journalism, and later a master's degree in organizational leadership. But doing well on tests at the undergraduate level was not my strength. I was much more successful in having fun and spending time with friends than focusing on my academics. I'm sorry, boss, if you just learned that. In PR, I've enjoyed branding Geneva College as the birthplace of college basketball, or leading the transition from college to university status at Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh. More recently, helping create a campus newsroom at Cedarville University where we can do media interviews with any TV station in the country, or developing and hosting the Cedarville Stories podcast. These are some of my recent successes. This 35-year career is a reason why I've gained great wealth. And I'm not talking about financial wealth, but I'm talking about wealth because of people that I've been able to be able to meet, build relationships with, and work with in different accomplishment events. On next week's Cedarville Stories podcast, which you can find wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, my guest, Ferris Welsh, made a comment that resonates true to me. She said, and I quote, "If you can build relationships, your life will be full and rich." I stand before you as a very rich person because of the relationships that I've been able to build during my career, including with many of you in this room. Having professional and personal friends in Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Dayton brings great satisfaction to me. For me, these relationships are what's been the best part of my PR career. For example, I can't help but think of the impact of my supervisors, most notably Bill Cadeb and Ed Nicholson at Robert Morris University, Beth Triplett at Maryville University in St. Louis, and Janice Sibley at Cedarville, who's with us tonight, along with my great colleagues from Cedarville. But there are also many journalists, many of whom I consider to be friends, that I've been blessed to work with. The Dayton print, radio, and TV journalists have been tremendous. Regionally and nationally, connecting with Kevin Roach and Liz Boners from Sinclair Broadcast Group, Angela Brown with the National Desk in Washington, D.C., Ken Covington with World, and Richard Hunt from Caleb Radio has been very rewarding. Again, I stand before you a rich person because of what the Lord has done in my life and the relationships He's allowed me to build. I am thankful He has used an underachieving college student to achieve the mission and values of a Christian higher education, which is needed in our country more now than ever before. I am blessed to have spent the past 13 years at Cedarville University, and I'm incredibly thankful to PRSA for presenting me with this award tonight. Thank you. To God be the glory.